Hi everybody. We've got a couple of breaks tonight. Not a lot of items, but yet some stuff that'll take us a few minutes. We're going to break a half case of 2011 Panini Prime Signatures Football, and then we'll follow that up with a full 12-box case of Diamond Kings Baseball. While I am thinking about it, I know there are a few people who do not have their Diamond Kings spots paid for. So I would ask you to please take care of that right now while we are going to do Prime Signatures first. So that'll give you a couple of extra minutes to get that taken care of. And yeah, so hopefully we will not have to wait too long to get started. Give me 1 second here. I am trying to get one extra thing set up. Just give me 1 second. Basically, so we can check and see where the status is on the payment of everything. I forgot to load up eBay before we got started, so that's what I'm working on right now. All right, and before we start ripping packs, we do have a little information to go over so we can get started on that. The first thing you see there on the screen is a notation that all of my feedback is completely automated on eBay. So what that means to you is you never have to wait on me, right? So as soon as you leave positive feedback for me, you're going to instantly get it in return. You don't have to wait for me to get caught up. And then the second thing, and the most important thing you see there, is a note to say thank you to everybody. I always appreciate each and every one of you who bids with me and breaks with me. Many of you chat with me and stop by and say hey too. So thanks to everybody for joining. Next up, we're going to take a quick look here at the things that are already listed on eBay. We'll be ending over the course of the next 5 days. I do list new auctions just about every night. They do pretty much always run for 5 days, the vast majority of the time anyway. So tomorrow night we've got some one-box breaks in there, and also a full case of National Treasures Football and a half case of 2018 Contenders Draft Picks Football. Tuesday we've got a football helmet, a full-size Gold Rush football helmet, and another half case of Contenders Draft Picks. Wednesday we're just going to open a jersey and then tear right into Bowman Baseball that comes out on Wednesday. So, and we're also starting early that night. We normally start at 10. We'll be starting at 9:30 on Wednesday. Thursday night, some more one-box stuff, another jersey, some more Bowman. On Friday, there'll be some one-box stuff, and we will start into Score Football, which also comes out on Wednesday, but we're not going to start breaking it until Friday. Then that brings us to our auctions for tonight. The Prime Signatures Football half case, that is a free shipping break. Anytime you have a break that is completely free shipping with me, it's going to go out about 6 or 7 days after the auction ends. So I'm anticipating that the Prime Signatures will go out approximately Saturday. If you have another package that goes in the meantime, it might hitch a ride and go with it a little earlier. Otherwise, looking at about Saturday. Our paid shipping break tonight is Diamond Kings. I am anticipating that to be a Wednesday shipping date, and it is possible that I can get that out to you early. And well, I made that worse, didn't I? I was trying to fix it and I took out the wrong letter. Oh well, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. It is supposed to be a Wednesday shipping date, and then if I can get it out sooner, I will. And finally, just a note there about consolation cards. That applies primarily to the Prime Signatures break. If you're in that break and your team pulls nothing at all, not a single card, you are still entitled to a consolation card for your team. It can be from any year, any series. It's typically going to ship when your next package goes out, next hit goes out, but it can ship earlier if you want it to. Just shoot me a message and we'll work out the details. First up, 5 boxes of 2011 Prime Signatures Football. This is a half case break. It is break number 65. It ended tonight, the 22nd of April, and we're live streaming it tonight. Team names are on the left, winning bidders across from it on the right-hand side. And, of course, we'll put up a different spreadsheet when we get ready to do Diamond Kings here in a minute. So if you are here for Diamond Kings, you'll get a chance to see your name up there right before we start your break. Now, finally, you notice there the background went out of focus, but that is by design. So don't worry, we're still going to be able to see everything when it comes time to look at our cards. Nice up close and personal. So this is the start of a new case of Prime Signatures. And since we're not doing the full case tonight, here's what happens. I'm going to take out all 10 boxes. Then I will number each of them on the end, and we will use random.org to determine for us which ones we open tonight versus which ones will be opened in the next break. So I pretty much, that's typically what I do if we're doing a part of a case, you know, and it's the first of it. Obviously, we won't have to do that in Diamond Kings because we're breaking the full case, but sometimes we're only breaking a piece of it, and I like to keep it all very easy to follow as to how we determine what is opened on any given night. Keep it all very transparent. Hi, T. Cassidy. I see you there in chat. What's happening tonight, my friend? All right, we're going to roll over here to random.org, except I have us up in the wrong page, don't I? That's where I was getting eBay up a while ago. Let's try that again. So now we're on the correct page with random.org, which is what we will use to figure out which boxes we're going to open tonight. So basically, I'm just going to hit random one time, and we're going to take the first 5 numbers that come up. So it gives us 6, 10, 8, 7, and 3. So 3, 6, 7, 8, and 10 are the boxes we'll be opening tonight. All right, 3, what did I say? 3, 6, 7, 8, and 10. All right, so there's our boxes. Let me get these other 5 put back in their case over here. And of course, if you haven't done a break with this before, there is 1 pack per box and there is 1 hit per pack. We may find redemptions in here, and if we do, they will show that they're expired. But you do still want to redeem them into your Panini account just like you would do with an unexpired redemption. And here's what happens. Sometimes they still have these older cards. When they do, they'll usually send it out within a month or 2 of the time you put it in there, even the expired ones. If they don't still have it and you haven't gotten anything from them and let's say 3 months have gone by, at that point you can probably be pretty safe that they don't still have it. However, if you can track down a live person, they will work with you to replace it. They'll ask you about who your favorite teams and favorite players are and that kind of stuff. And they do it based on value. You know, so if your card is worth, say, $10 and you tell them that your favorite player is Ezekiel Elliott, you know, you're probably not going to get that swap. But on the other hand, if you just said, hey, my favorite team is the Cowboys, you know, they would probably find you a comparable Cowboys card to swap out with. Now, of course, the trick is finding the live person. They don't answer email. They don't answer their phone. They're really hard to find. I say use social media. Facebook, Twitter, something like that. That's typically going to be your best bet to track down a live person at Panini anyway. All right, so every card in here will be numbered, even our base card. So everything we're looking at in 2011 Prime Signatures will have a number on it. First up for the Chiefs, Matt Castle to $4.99. Dave Casper to $4.99 for the Raiders. Eli Manning to $49 on a proof for the Giants. And our hit is Chris Durham for the Seahawks. That is numbered to 25. It is a sticker auto. What I can tell you about that is in this particular set, 2011 Prime Signatures, if the rookie was at the Rookie Day Premiere event, it will be an on-card signature. If they weren't, it's usually going to be a sticker in here. Austin Collie to $4.99 for the Colts. Jim Kelly to $4.99 for the Bills. Deshaun Jackson to $25 and a proof for the Eagles. and a redemption. So we're going to set the redemption aside because it's not like that is today when it gives you the player name. Yeah, we have to go look that up. They made you work for it in the old days. Richard Mendenhall to $4.99 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Brandon Merriweather to $4.99 for the Bears. Andre Reed to $49 for the Bills. And our hit is for the Texans. It is Ben Tate to $75. Steve Bartowski to $4.99 for the Falcons. Reggie Wayne to $4.99 for the Colts. Deion Sanders to $49, a proof for the Falcons. Hey, a nice little Jimmy Orr for the Colts. That's a nice little hit. To $75 with the Jimmy Orr. So that's, I guess I didn't. Something just caught my eye there. I thought maybe it had a little spot on the back, but it doesn't appear to. Richard Mendenhall again to $4.99 for the Steelers. Curtis Martin to $4.99 for the Jets. Charlie Trippy to $99 for the Arizona Cardinals. And for the Buccaneers to $1.99, Luke Stocker, also a sticker auto. So we have a redemption yet to deal with. So we're going to go to the checklist and figure this out. This is Rookie Signature Silver, card number 186. And I'm going to bring you along with me while we attempt to sort this out. At least I think I am, if I remember to switch your view to mine. And now we'll buzz over here and look this up. If you did not know it, Panini, as you see here, keeps their checklists on their website all the way back to 2009. So it's a very handy little thing to have available when you pull redemptions and such. And what did I say this was? Rookie Signature Silver, card 186. All right, 186 is DJ Williams for the Packers to 199. So little DJ Williams is our redemption. So give me 1 second. We're going to write this on here. Did I say that was to 199? I already forgot. Daggone it. Yes, 199. All right. Not that it necessarily matters. You're going to be able to find the same thing when you get it yourself and redeem it. But anyway, usually put it on there. All right. So to recap, the redemption for the Packers, which will be numbered to 199. Luke Stocker to 199 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Nice little Jimmy Orr to 75 for the Colts. Ben Tate to 75 for the Texans. And Chris Durham to 25 for the Seahawks. So that has Prime Signatures all taken care of. Now, bear with me for a second. I need to pop into eBay and see if I am still sitting on a whole bunch of unpaid teams here for Diamond Kings or not, because we may need to do something with some of those if I am. So hold tight here for a sec, and let's see where we end up. Yeah, it looks like some of them have been paid, some have not, but the main team that has not been paid is the Angels, which of course is our big team tonight. So is there anybody in chat who is interested in the Angels at their latest bid amount? Oh, actually, never mind. I've got a message here from the person who has the Angels who says that they're going to pay for it tomorrow. So we're going to take them at their word and we'll move forward as we are. Just as an FYI, guys, typically, I'm sure most of you, many of you know, this stuff needs to be paid before the break starts, because obviously otherwise you can watch the break and then if you don't get what you want, just decide not to pay for it. So typically things need to be paid before the start of the break. And if they're not going to be paid before the start of the break, then you definitely need to send me a message before you bid so that we can make some other arrangements, okay? So I'm going to let this one ride tonight, and I hope I don't regret it, because I have regretted a few lately. So I hope this doesn't add to that. So once again, if you are in this upcoming break for Diamond Kings Baseball, Your anticipated shipping date is Wednesday the 25th, and if I can get it out to you quicker than that, I will. There's a remote chance that I can. I got a lot done this weekend, so I'm going to do my best, but just be aware that that's kind of what I'm looking at there. This is 12 boxes of 2018 Diamond Kings baseball. It is a full inner case. It is break number 4. It is the 4th case we've broken, and it's the last of the Diamond Kings that I have on hand. Like our other items, it ended tonight, the 22nd of April, and we're live streaming it tonight. Team names are on the left, winning bidders across from it there you see on the right-hand side. And I didn't list the Tampa Bay Rays tonight because you know what? I haven't pulled anything for the Tampa Bay Rays the last couple of times that I've done a sort. There was nothing for the Rays, so I just didn't even list them tonight. And I think, you know, they might have a possibility of a cut signature or something. And if we were to pull out a Tampa Bay Rays cut signature tonight, then we'll deal with it at that point. But I didn't list them because I just figured, you know, why not? Someone is telling me here in chat that they need to change an address. Oh, hi, Eagles Adrian Fanatic. I was so preoccupied with everything I'm trying to get done here tonight, I didn't see your message there in chat till just now either. And what did you say? Oh, you had the Eagles in this last break, but you already had the card that was pulled, so you're glad you got outbid. Well, there definitely are nights like that. I understand that. And then someone else is telling me that they checked out with the wrong address. Okay. Guys, yeah, that's another thing. Just as an FYI, I print the labels directly from eBay. So if you check out with the wrong address, what happens is when I print a shipping label and mail it out, it's going to get mailed to the wrong address. We had that happen with somebody else recently who bid on something and ended up shipped and delivered and the whole thing, and then after it was delivered I got a message saying, hey, I haven't lived there in 5 years, so I can't get that package. Well, okay, but it's already been delivered. You know, I couldn't even reroute it or anything because it was already in the mailbox of the address that had been given. So in this case, we'll have to figure that out, M10. If you send me a message on eBay and let me know what's going on, I'll try to sort that out for you. So I guess the moral of the story there, guys, is please, please make sure you're choosing the correct address when you check out. Because otherwise, there's always a risk of it going to the wrong place and not being able to retrieve it, like happened to the other guy. But I will go in and make some manual adjustments to it, or I'll have to take it to the post office or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out anyway. But I don't like to mess with that too much, because obviously then you run into, when you start making manual changes and all that, you can make typos and send it wrong and all kinds of things that are not ideal. And of course, eBay and PayPal also don't give us any kind of protection when it ships to an address other than the address provided at the time that you check out. So it happens, I know, but we'll figure it out. So just shoot me a message over there and we'll take care of it and figure out how we need to deal with it. All right, guys, so there's going to be tons and tons of things in here that we will talk about as we go along. One of them, of course, are framed cards like this. And whenever they have that red framed border, you will know that they are not numbered. We will find a bunch of Trophy Club inserts that look like that. And we're going to find some short prints in here. And the way that you can usually know for sure that it is what Panini is calling a short print, that's a portrait. We'll find a few of those. The frame on the back is a square frame with an oval kind of center, whereas the others are an oval frame. I'll show you when we get to one. Past and present, most of these will be for the same team. You know, both players on the same team, so we don't have to worry about them. There are a handful that we'll find that will have 2 different teams, and those we'll set aside and figure out using random.org. This I'm holding in my hand to show you something on here, because this says New York, and that means the New York Giants, okay? This is not the Mets. George Kelly and all these old-timers that we find in here that say New York on this orange color are the original New York Giants, which are the current San Francisco Giants. So anytime we pull one of those that says New York in orange, know that that is going to the San Francisco Giants, because that is the current franchise of the former New York Giants. Victor Robles to 99 on a framed card for the Nationals. Cards always stay with their franchise. And if you have any questions about how all that works, there is more information about that at the bottom of each of my listings in the description. So I think it's under like renamed and relocated franchises or something. Another framed red, an Aaron Judge Trophy Club. Oh, hey, did Torres get called up today? Did anybody watch? Did he come up for the Yankees? He was supposed to, I think. So you guys will, if anybody watched that game, let me know how he did. To 99 Chance Cisco relic there for the Baltimore Orioles. Oh, you know another one that's in here that is a weird franchise kind of situation. There are some Washington Senators in here, which again, they use a different color. They'll be, I think, black when it says Washington. This is for Cleveland, numbered to 25. A couple of very nice patches there, and a sticker auto for Mejia, or I never say his name right, but you know who he is. When we have the Washington Senators, it will go to the Minnesota Twins, because it is the player that's on it was the original Senators that became the Twins, not the later version of the Senators that became the Rangers. Ahmed Rosario for the Mets in a black and white parallel. Gallery of Stars, Willie Stargell. And little Walker Buehler, that is technically 101 to 150, or technically short prints too. So that being card number 102, technically a short print, according to Panini. And I think I did forget to show you that. This is on the variation, the black and white variation for Ahmed Rosario. This is what I'm talking about. When you have the square frame with the little oval there in the center, that is how Panini is designating, I guess technically they're variations, not technically they're short prints. Philly Fan Sports, the 2011 Prime Signatures has already broken. That one is already wrapped up. Here's an Ohtani Aurora insert for the Angels. And Adequate Fisherman. This is Diamond Kings case, what is this, guys? Is this case 4? I think it's case 4. It's the one that ended tonight on eBay for Diamond Kings. It's the last full case of Diamond Kings that I have on hand. I think it's number 4. That sounds right. Manny in a short print for the Padres. Trying to find somewhere to toss all those little dummy blank cards that they insert to try to trip up the pack feelers, you know. Stan Musial variation for the St. Louis Cardinals. Another Gallery of Champions there. And that has box number 1 locked and loaded. And of course, the other boxes are probably going to go a little bit faster because we won't have as much that we have to stop and kind of point out. Because I think we've probably covered anything we're going to run across in these future boxes while we were discussing box number 1 there. And of course, it's 2 hits per box. It can be memorabilia or autograph or some combination thereof. In this first box, of course, we had 1 relic and 1 autographed relic. You know, M10, I'm thinking that there might be a way for me to manually change that on eBay. Just have to look at that. I'm still thinking about your address and what the best way is to do that. Because normally the whole break goes at once in like a cart kind of scenario, like a shipping cart kind of thing. But if I hold yours out of that and I try to just print your label individually by itself, I might be able to go in and manually change the address. It just wouldn't be on the scan form because you can't. The individual ones, they won't, for whatever reason, eBay doesn't let you print a scan form for them, which I think is kind of weird, but anyway. Grover Alexander framed for the Phillies. A past and present. This is an example of one that has two different teams, Yankees and the Angels. And in fact, every past and present that has two different teams will be the Yankees and the Angels. Sometimes it's different players than the ones we saw right there, but in every case that I have found, those have been the two teams involved. A little frame Ty Cobb for the Tigers. And this is a short print rookie for the Astros, J.D. Davis. So I guess nobody saw the Yankees game today then. So I don't know. I think Torres was supposed to come up today. That's the last that I heard anyway, was that they were expecting him to get called up and play today. An Ohtani base. There's a bunch of Ohtanis in here, guys. There's like 8 or 10 different ones. There's a base card of him pitching, which is the one we just saw. There are base cards of him batting. There are short prints of him hitting. There's an example of another that's a sepia, which is still yet a different image than the image we will see of him batting in the standard version. So there are many, many, many different Ohtanis that we will come across. Harry Hooper variation for the Boston Red Sox. Well, yeah, you never know, though, if he's going to pay me or not. You never know. There are lots of Ohtanis in here, but you would be surprised sometimes at what happens with situations like that. Dustin Fowler for the Oakland A's. I remember last year I had a similar situation, actually. It was the Yankees, of course, last year, and Aaron Judge. And it was, again, like tonight, you know, $300 or so bid. And the guy also messaged me and said, oh, yeah, I will definitely take care of it. I'm, you know, out or I'm whatever. I'm going to take care of it here in the next hour or so. So I'm thinking, okay, all right, that's fine. And then he didn't like what he pulled, and he never did pay me. And I was just out. Actually, he had like 3 teams in there. The Yankees was just one of them. So he cost me almost $500 that night. Ahmed Rosario for the Mets. And that was a rookie short print. So you would be surprised, honestly. Some people don't really have a lot of... I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. Some people are not very honorable on eBay, but that's true out in the real world too. Sometimes you have bad eggs mixed in. Cameron Gallagher for the Kansas City Royals. Nice little relic. And you have 2 different ones. Yay, a blue one and a gray one. I hate when they give us the same color for both. But then there's also lots of cool people on eBay that I love working with. Houston Astros Verlander framed, past and present for the Red Sox. And there's far more good people on there than there are bad people. I think it's just you have a tendency to remember the bad people because they always cost you a lot of money. You know what I mean? Howie says Torres went 0 for 4. Whoo, boy. Well, all right, so maybe that wasn't his most spectacular debut, huh? Well, that's all right. He'll come around. I mean, he's too good to not. I mean, he would have come up last year if he didn't have Had to have Tommy John last year. On his opposite arm, too. I don't remember. I think, what was it that he did to it? Was he sliding? I don't remember. He did something last year, messed up his opposite arm, his non-throwing arm. Why are all these turned half and half? Okay, that's a weird pack. All right, well, we'll deal with that in a minute. So that slowed, and so is this one. That slowed him down from being called up last year. Now, what is Panini doing here with me all of the sudden? All their packs are like half facing one way and half facing another way. So let's try and get that somewhat organized, and we'll just go ahead and look at these since they're coming out all weird anyway. An Aurora Andrew McCutcheon for San Francisco Giants. And a framed Ohtani for the Angels. I don't guess we really had to look at the back of that one. That one wasn't numbered, but it's out of habit, right? I mean, I'm just so used to always looking at the back of hits because, frankly, sometimes you find weird stuff back there, like ink, where they've stacked them on top of each other after signing them. A little Buster Posey variation, sepia, for the San Francisco Giants. And a past and present, this is a different variation for the Angels and the Yankees. Before we saw Ohtani and Babe Ruth, and there's Mickey Mantle and Mike Trout. So we're going to keep all of those kind of stacked off to the side. And basically, here's how it will work. If we have an even number of them, so if there are exactly 4 of the same type, we'll just split them 2 and 2. But if it comes up something strange, like 3 of one and 1 of the other or something, then we'll have to use random to figure it out. So Howie Torres had a terrible day at the plate, but how did he do otherwise? How did he do defensively? Was he decent? Where did they put him? Did they put him on second? A framed Erskine for the Dodgers. Can't believe I forgot about that game today entirely. I don't think I've got it. Well, I might have gotten it. I don't know if we had it in this market or not, but I forgot about it. It was somewhat nice outside today, and I went out and did a little weeding during the day. Missed it all. And this is numbered to 99 for Goose Goslin. And he, I believe, is, we'll have to see when the other one comes out for him, but I'm pretty sure that he's the one I was talking about earlier, that he played for the original Washington Senators, which are the current Minnesota Twins. You guys know the Senators, weird franchise, because they had 2 or 3 different franchises, and they kept letting them, each new franchise, they'd let them still call themselves the Senators. So after 1961, those Senators are the current Rangers. Pre-1961, those Senators are the current Twins. Another Ohtani base. Ahmed Rosario for the Mets. Got a little pinstripe there. So when we find another, I'm pretty sure that Goose is the one. We should see another one of him go by. Then I'll be able to tell you for certain, or I'll stop and read the back of the card at the end of the break and make sure. But I'm pretty sure that that particular player will go to the Twins, because cards, again, stay with their franchise. Howie, he did play second? Okay. Oh, T. Cassidy, you cut the grass today. All right. Well, you were outdoor activity as well. It's been such a weird weather pattern around here lately. I mean, it was really warm in February, oddly enough. So all kinds of stuff started coming up and earlier than normal. And then we got the strange stretch of snow and really cold weather here in the early part of April. So I don't know. This is really the first chance I've taken to go out and try to do anything with anything. A short print Paul Blackburn for the Oakland A's. And I believe that might be the first time I've pulled that out of 4 cases. That might be the first Blackburn that I've pulled. He doesn't come out super often. One of the other A's rookies is usually the one that we hit. Another Ohtani base. Benintendi variation sepia for the Red Sox. Another Ohtani, that is the base card for batting, hitting. George Kelly, once again, this is the original New York Giants, the current San Francisco Giants. It's numbered to 99, so it goes to San Francisco. Pee Wee Reese, cool. That's really cool. And a piece of the bat, no less. That is a really cool little hit, I have to say. I like that hit. And it is a nice little game-used relic there for the Dodgers. Mickey Mantle variation. I think that's just an image variation. Greg Allen for the Indians, numbered to 299, sticker auto and relic. I'm pretty excited about Bowman coming out on Wednesday. You guys probably know that about me. I geek out over Bowman. I like it a lot. So we'll be opening it quite frequently over the course of the next couple of weeks here. I think I have 6 or 8 cases of it altogether coming. For the Reds, a little framed card there. I always try to get more, and they never will let me have as much as I want, which kind of isn't fun, but they never do, right? I mean, anything that you really, really want a lot of, they're always like, no, you can't have that much. Like, okay, well, why not? Yeah, I know. Somebody did finally explain the formula to me once upon a time, though. Dustin Fowler for the A's. That is who we do usually pull as a short print rookie for the A's. So A's have a couple of short print rookies that have come out tonight. A framed for the Indians. And we already looked at those. So basically, the way they explained it to me about how they figure out what you're going to get from one year to the next. Because like one year you can get a certain amount of something, and then the next year they'll tell you either you can only get the same amount, or sometimes they'll tell you you can get less. And apparently, at least with Topps, Topps takes whatever you ordered last year, and then they'll increase it by 10%, and that's all you can buy no matter how much you want. So let's say a distributor bought only 100 cases or something last year. They're only going to give them 110 cases this year, even if the distributor wanted 300 cases. So that's kind of what they do, I guess, with their people down the line, except if they get a lot of new customers in between one year and the next, then they don't even give you your 10% bump, which kind of is not fun. Mookie Betts framed. I'll get it out in a minute for the Boston Red Sox. Honus Wagner framed for the Pirates. So yeah, I think that's, I mean, I guess it's good because it keeps their stuff from flooding the market, keeps the prices decent and all such as that. But yet they could make so much more money if they just made and sold more. For the Phillies, J.P. Crawford to 99. I like the top swatch in particular because you got a little pinstripe in there. You guys know I like the pinstripes. Although Leaf Trinity, okay? Can we all just admit Leaf Trinity has the best patches of any product in baseball? Yeah, it does. They're so awesome. All right, yeah, so here is Goose Goslin. This is the Washington Senators. Remember I told you guys at the start of the break it would be the darker color. The current Washington team has a different color. And it should tell us on the back the years that he played, does it? Yeah, 1921 to 1930 something. So Goose Goslin is the player in here that is the Washington Senators, which will go to the Twins. So any Goose Goslin will go to the Twins. Here comes an Aaron Judge All Rise nickname variation for the Yankees. J.D. Davis for the Astros is a rookie short print. Past and present, but both for the same team, so we don't have to worry about setting that aside. Oh, Mike Trout is trying to stay down there on the mat. He didn't want to play. Here is Jose Altuve, sepia variation for the Astros. A Lefty Gomez framed for the Yankees. Chipper Jones. Gotta like Chipper Jones. Clint Frazier, short print rookie for the Yankees. See, he's still rehabbing, isn't he, from his concussion? Have they even got him back in AAA yet, or is he still out entirely? It's been like a while. He busted into that wall. Spring training, wasn't it? I think it was, right at the start. To 299. There's Ozzy for the Braves with a sticker auto and 2 relic pieces there. All right, so what do we have? So we've got, after we finish this box that the plastic is coming off of right now, we'll be at our halfway point. So this is box 6 that's being opened right now. You all seen the prices of what cases of Bowman are going for already? It's not even out yet. I mean, I know everything's been marked up all year. The Ohtani effect, just like it was last year with the Aaron Judge effect. Although Aaron didn't really start impacting stuff till, I don't know, maybe about this time last year, but not as early in the season as Shohei did this year. But I mean, it's ridiculous the prices they have up for cases of Bowman right now. It's insane. But I guess somebody pays it, or they would not be continuing to ask that price. Here is Shohei in a nice little short print variation. Nice little rookie short print for Ohtani and the Angels. Whoops. Here's Ozzie in a short print rookie for the Braves. Ian Kinsler. Oh, cool. It's signed and numbered to 99. Very cool. Oh, you're M10, you're asking about the case pricing? I saw somebody had one for $1,900 the other day for a case of jumbo. Can you believe that? I mean, I just cannot think that they're going to get $1,900 for it, but I guess maybe they are. I mean, that is a hefty price tag. I didn't look at the price for the wax, so I don't know how much the markup is on the wax, but it was the jumbo that, in particular, that I saw and said, good grief, $1,900 is crazy money. Benintendi, and he is not numbered, at least not that I see on here. The little quad relic there. Boy, he was fired up, wasn't he? But you know what? How are they technically supposed to determine the base path? Isn't it supposed to be 3 feet in either direction from between, like when you're headed towards the base and someone's coming to apply the tag, at the time at which they're coming towards you, there's a little Jackie Robinson variation for the Dodgers. Aren't you then supposed to have 3 feet on either side? 3 to the left or 3 to the right? Isn't that supposed to be the base path? I mean, if you look at it technically like that, then I think he would have been within the base path. But if you're just going to call it straight down the line, not necessarily where he was at the point at which the tag was going to be applied, then I guess he was out of the base path. For the Red Sox, the variation and short print and black and white for Devers for the Red Sox. I mean, he was definitely in the grass. There's no question he ran into the grass. But technically, if the base path were 3 feet on either side, then he would have been still within it. And then Chris Bryant got hit in the head today. There's Moose framed. Like, whacked pretty good. I think they said, what was it, like 96 mile an hour or something? Fastball that hit him in the head. I mean, helmet mostly, but daggone, that was... Seems like there's been an extraordinary number of hit batters already this year. Honus Wagner framed for the Pirates, followed by an Ohtani Gallery of Stars. So that was our halfway point in terms of number of boxes. I think the Reds, I didn't even look at that score, but I'm pretty sure, didn't they get thumped really good again? I mean, what have we won this year? 3 games in total, I think? Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. Out of all the bad years for the Reds, this is the worst one I remember. I'm going to tell you what, firing the manager isn't going to make any darn difference. They just want to do something to try to get people, to get the fans calmed down a little bit, I think. But everybody knows that's not going to make the difference. They should have, a long time ago, when they traded away all of our pitching staff. Yeah, they doomed us. And they don't seem to be in any real hurry to get it rebuilt either. Rizzo framed for the Cubbies. Pretty soon they're going to have to start giving tickets away like the A's did the other day. Austin Hayes, rookie short print for the Orioles. I mean, the A's, at least, they had an excuse, right? I mean, it was their 50th anniversary or something in that, I don't know, some kind of anniversary for them. So it kind of made sense for them to give their stuff away, but Reds may have to just to get any butts in the seat that keep playing like this. Matt Olson, the Oakland A's, hitting a nice little signature here, numbered to 99. Honus Wagner framed for the Pirates. One of many Honus Wagner that we're going to see today. Victor Robles coming out for the Nats. A couple of relic pieces there for Victor. An Aurora Buster Posey. Past and present White Sox. Ahmed Rosario, short print rookie for the Mets. I think they moved the date again on Inception Baseball too, by the way. You know, they already pushed it once, and then the last I had heard, it was supposed to be coming up like May the 4th or 5th or something. I think they've moved it again. For the Nationals, another Victor Robles variation. That one is black and white. I say another, but that might be the first variation for him. The other one, I think, was Ozzy, wasn't it? So it might be the first variation for Robles. Framed Mike Trout for the Angels. A Lefty Gomez variation for the Yankees. What is the, oh, I saw something shiny in there, and of course, you know, these cards are textured. They're not typically with a shiny surface. I'm thinking, what in the world is that? That was one of the Gallery of Stars, or one of those inserts. I just caught that little corner of it. It threw me off there for a second. Nationals, Andrew Stevenson relic. Another Ohtani. There's a variation for the Pirates, Lloyd Wayner, I guess. I'm not sure. Here comes another Ohtani rookie. That is one thing. He is throughout this series. There's a lot of Ohtanis in Diamond Kings. Andahar for the Yankees to 118. Or it is number 118. It's not numbered to 118. It is a rookie short print. Jim Thorpe, once again, this is a New York Giant, originally current San Francisco Giants. So that's where that's going to go, San Fran, for the Jim Thorpe. I don't know why I'm stacking some of those separately, because I originally thought we might recap them, but I think there's so many stacks going over there now, I don't think we will. Gallery of Stars Ohtani. So I guess I might as well just stack them in with the regular stuff and save us some time. Francisco Lindor, Indians, Sepia variation. Other than those, obviously, though. Those we can still stack out separately. Max Carey framed. That is a short print rookie hit for the Blue Jays. Oh, one other thing I should have mentioned this earlier, probably, and I forgot. But if you're watching live and you can't see chat, and you would like to be able to see chat or participate in chat, couple things. One, you have to be logged into YouTube to make that pop up or make it visible. And secondly, if you happen to be watching on a mobile device, a phone, or a tablet, you also have to click on the link that says you want to view the desktop version. Once you do those two things, you should be able to jump in and join chat if you feel so inclined. Austin Hayes for the Baltimore Orioles, numbered to 49. Nice little sticker and relic. Sticker auto and relic for Baltimore with Austin Hayes. We have National Treasures basketball coming out next week, too. Not on Wednesday, though. Maybe next Friday, is that right? Or is it the following Friday? Maybe it's the following Friday. That's another one they've moved the date on once or twice. Sometimes I lose track of what they move them to. Score Football definitely comes out this Wednesday. Of course, we know Bowman does. I think those are the only two major things for Wednesday. And then NT Basketball is either this upcoming Friday or the following Friday. Have to double check to see which one. A framed Martinez. And they announced some other new basketball product this week, too. I don't even remember what the name of it was. I mean, this is like the third or fourth new basketball product they've announced in the last month. I mean, their new basketball is coming out all the way up into July. Hello, the season's almost over. That makes me crazy the way they do basketball. I mean, we haven't even had Spectra yet. They're putting out National Treasures before they put out Spectra even. Chris Sale framed for the Red Sox. I don't know why they cannot just do it the same way that they do football, which is, you know, National Treasures and Flawless wrap it up for the year, and then you start into the next year's products. But they don't do basketball that way. They have basketball running all the way up through into July and August, and it's just strange the way they do it. This is Vieira, numbered to 299. Sticker auto and relic. Hey, Clayton Kershaw coming out for the Dodgers. Oh, I know what else is coming up. Supposed to have already been released, but hadn't come out when it was supposed to have come out. So maybe coming out this upcoming week. But Onyx does an autographed baseball series called Preferred Players Collection. Framed Chris Bryant for the Cubs. And the checklist this year is insane. It is so good. It's much better than I think last year's Preferred Players checklist looked. Walker Buehler for the Dodgers black and white variation. Also, of course, rookie short print. Seeing Clayton Kershaw is what reminded me of it because he's on the checklist too. But Mike Trout's in there, Aaron Judge, Ohtani, Kershaw, Ichiro, Kevin Maytan's in there. Who else? Ronald Acuna. I mean, the checklist is crazy good this year. Crazy good for the Onyx Preferred Players autographed baseballs. I kind of really wish I had ordered more than I did. Because if I had, we would have probably opened them in half case breaks or something. And done... I don't remember how many come in a case this year, 10, 12, something like that. Anyway, we would have probably done some half case breaks if I had ordered extra, but I didn't, so we'll do them, I guess, one or two at a time. But I saw the checklist and I was very pleasantly surprised. I ordered them before I had seen the checklist, of course. So then when I did see it, I was like, wow, I should have ordered more. Of course, you know, anything with Ohtani and it's going to be hot right now, but the rest of the checklist looks equally good. Last year they had, I would say, maybe 4 or 5 what I would call really good hits in it. And then some others that were okay, and then a handful that I was kind of like, whatever. This is to 299 Cisco for the Orioles. But this year, there's very little that I would say, about. It's really a nice looking group. St. Louis Cardinals, Stan Musial, framed. So I'm looking forward to those showing up, hopefully sometime this next week. Ahmed Rosario, black and white, rookie short print variation for the Mets. Another Ohtani. So if you like autographed baseballs, you probably should check out the checklist on the Onyx Preferred Players for this year. Also, we'll have a new Hit Parade Triple Play series coming out Friday. Maybe that's what it is that's coming out this upcoming Friday that I had stuck in my head that something was due. Nick Williams for the Phillies, framed. So if you're not familiar with Hit Parade Triple Play in baseball. It is, in one box, an autographed baseball jersey and an autographed baseball, and then an autographed player picture. So 3 different hits, all coming out of the same box. So basically 3 opportunities to hit in that break, as opposed to, you know, when we open a jersey by itself or a baseball by itself. But the important part of that story is that Ohtani's in it, in the series, with an autographed jersey for sure. I don't know if he's got an autographed baseball in there or not, but he for sure has an autographed jersey in the series. So I'm looking forward to that coming in too at the end of the week. A little Reese Hoskins for the Phillies dual relic. But those triple plays are cool because, you know, you get some extra chances to win in there. Of course, they charge you more for it too than they would a regular jersey or ball or whatever by itself, but I still think it's pretty good value overall. So I ordered a few of them. I don't have them yet listed to break, but I'll probably get some listed tomorrow, which means they would break on, what, Sunday? Saturday or Sunday. So this is our next to last box. So we've got 4 hits left to find, basically. The 2 that will be in this box and the 2 that will be in that last remaining box there. So you got to get your mojo working if we haven't hit your player yet. Got to try to pull it out here out of the next couple of boxes. Wow, the A's are hitting a lot of rookie short prints tonight. There's another one with Dustin Fowler. Another Ohtani. Well, quite a few of him tonight overall. Framed Chris Bryant for the Cubs. A Cody Bellinger variation, sepia, for the Dodgers. A Gallery of Stars Ohtani. For the Atlanta Braves, Gohara relic. An Aaron Judge variation for the Yankees, once again with the nickname on it. I think we pulled one of those earlier for him as well, with the nickname. Trey Mancini framed for the Baltimore Orioles. Past and present Indians. Stanton framed for the Yankees. Whew, he has not had a very good April, has he? Poor Giancarlo's had a rough way to go the last little bit. I'm sure that'll turn around, though. Molina Aurora. Cameron Gallagher for the Kansas City Royals. It's a nice little rookie short print that really probably is a pretty true short print. I don't see that one very often. You know how it is with Panini. Sometimes their short prints are not really all that hard to find, but that one is not one we see very much. Reese Hoskins and the Phillies, and this one is signed to 49, and that's a really nice patch right there, the second one, in comparison to what we normally see in here. So nice hit for the Phillies with Reese Hoskins to 49. Of course, you had the earlier Reese Hoskins relic. But that one, you have signature and relic. Last box mojo, guys. Let's look for the big hit. Hope for the big hit. Jackie Robinson. And that is shown as a variation. I'm not sure. It must just be an image variation. Jeff Hoffman, Colorado Rockies. Couple of nice patches once again. That is numbered to 49. Sticker auto and a couple of good looking pieces of relic there. Hi Joshua, I will do a recap of the hits for sure. We're pretty close to it. We've just got a little bit left to go here, and then we'll be got that and this left to look at, and then we'll recap. Harmon Killebrew for the Minnesota Twins. That is numbered to 15. That is a nice little relic right there. I bet that's game used. Yeah. So we pulled the Pee Wee earlier game used bat. Now we've got a little Killebrew game used jersey there. Pretty cool. Another Ohtani variation. That once again, the sepia rookie hit there for the Angels. J.P. Crawford framed and numbered to 49 for the Phillies. It seems like we've had as many numbered cards tonight as we sometimes do. Does it? Doesn't seem like it. Maybe we have, but I don't really think so. Whoops, Justin Turner is trying to stick to Mr. Flaherty here, who is a rookie short print hit for the Cardinals. Another Ohtani. Another rookie short print, this one for the Giants. All right, we've got our last few packs, then we'll recap our hits, and we have a few past and present. Well, that's actually both Chicago. I don't know why I set that one over there. These two are the different teams, so we'll have to take a look at those using random at the end of the break as well. Lefty Gomez framed for the Yankees. That's another, I almost set that down. Like, yeah, you might like to see that past and present before I set it down. Framed Mookie Betts for the Red Sox. Another past and present. That one is the Dodgers. All right, so we have these two, which I will put into random as, here's what we'll do, guys. We're going to put in top team, bottom team. Well, they're both, actually, we don't even have to do that. It's just the Yankees and the Angels. So we'll put in Yankees and Angels. I will hit random 3 times. The first 2 times are not going to count. It'll be the third and final random that will determine where those cards are going to go, whether they will go to the Yankees or the Angels. And I always enter it either top to bottom or left to right, depending on how a card is oriented. Of course, that one is oriented top to bottom. That's why the Yankees are being typed in first. Make sure I switched your view so that you're with me. Cool. And here goes the first one, which you can ignore. The second one you can ignore. Here comes the third and final. And there you'll see 3 times our date and time stamp, and those go to the Angels. So that is these 2 cards right here, past and present. Each will go to the Angels. I think those were all separated out. If there happens to be, when I sort, that I find another one that is split Yankees and Angels, of course, you know, they're going to go to the Angels because that's how random awarded them. But I think those were the only 2 in this case. All right, next up, we have J.P. Crawford to 49 for the Phillies. This is just recapping, of course. George Kelly to 99. Once again, guys, remember that this is the New York Giants, which are the current San Francisco Giants. So that's going to go to San Francisco. Cards always stay with their franchise. Goose here is for the original Washington Senators, the ones that are the current Minnesota Twins, because you can see he played there in the 20s and the 30s. So this, excuse me, will go to the Minnesota Twins for the same reason, cards staying with their franchise. To 99 for the Nationals, Victor Robles. And I don't really know why Ahmed is sitting in there because he's not numbered. I think I just stacked him in the wrong place. T. Cassidy says he's having a problem with the video lagging. Is anybody else having the same issue with lagging right now? Jeff Hoffman, Colorado Rockies to 49. Rhys Hoskins for the Phillies to 49. Gonzalez for the Braves. Another Rhys Hoskins for the Phillies. Chance Sisco for the Orioles to 299. Clayton Kershaw for the Dodgers. Vieira for the White Sox. Austin Hayes, Orioles. Andrew Stevenson, Nationals. Victor Robles, Nationals. Harmon Killebrew, game-used jersey for the Twins. Matt Olson to 99 for the A's. Chance Sisco, Orioles. Oh, that was numbered, sorry. Numbered to 99. Andrew Benintendi, Red Sox. Ian Kinsler to 99 for the Angels. Ozzie for the Braves to 299. To 99, J.P. Crawford, Phillies. For the Indians to 299, Greg Allen. Here's our Bat Kings, Pee Wee for the Dodgers. That is also game used. Ahmed Rosario for the Mets. Cameron Gallagher for the Royals. Dustin Fowler for the A's. And for the Indians, to 25, Francisco Mejia, or Mejia, one of the two. I never say it right. We all know I never say it right. So that is our recap tonight, and that is the last of our Diamond Kings. But, of course, we don't have far to go until we'll be busting into Bowman on Wednesday night. So before I sign off, I will once again throw up the spreadsheet information for anybody who might not have been logged in earlier and maybe you missed it. If you want to see your anticipated shipping date and all that kind of stuff. As always, the shipping dates are plus or minus a day. So if I'm lucky, it gets out a day early. Something weird, unexpected happens, might go a day later. Anticipating Wednesday for Diamond Kings. And then a quick little scroll through again for our auctions that are ending over the course of the next 5 days. Always lots of memorabilia, one box breaks mixed in, and then cases or half cases usually wrap up the evening. Tomorrow night our cases are National Treasures Football and Contenders Draft Pick Football. Tuesday night our case is Contenders Draft Picks. Wednesday night our case is Bowman Baseball. Thursday night our cases are 2011 Prime Signatures Football and some more 2018 Bowman Baseball. And our Friday night case will be Score Football. So that is what we're looking at in the days ahead. And that's pretty much it for tonight. So everybody, thank you once again. I appreciate everyone who joined me live and those of you who are watching on tape delay as well. And thanks for bidding and breaking with me. And I hope you have a good start to your week tomorrow. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.